everyone, what's going on? AMR back again with another Doo Doo Brown series here. So we are currently sitting at an 88 overall on defense, 84 overall as a team, and I believe we have up next here in week 6 the highly touted Arizona Cardinals. So really quick before we go ahead and dive into some gameplay, let's go ahead and take a look at the team that, or actually let's go ahead and look at who we're going to be getting back in the future here. So I don't really care for how this is laid out. It doesn't really tell me who I'm getting back. It just kind of like says, oh, by the way, here you go. I think the one that they're trying to highlight here is Jason Peters. He's not a starter on my team. I don't really care too much. Kind of annoying actually, but it is what it is. All right. So we currently have 19 staff points. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Again, our defense is our strongest asset here. So let's go ahead and go over to our defensive coordinator and check out some of the different parts and attributes that we could possibly be upgrading. Boost pursuit for safeties, strong safeties by 1. So I think I like the shooting of the gaps. Here. We're able to upgrade 2 of them. So now we have boosting block shedding for defensive tackles by 3. That is going to help us out tremendously. Our defense is our biggest asset. I'm going to be driving that home for the entire season because it's true. In the top right corner, you can see that we are 3rd value right now. I think that is very indicative of what our team is. We're currently sitting at 5-0. The Steelers did drop their first game of the week last week. And let's go ahead and take a sneak peek here at the team that we'll be facing off against. So in this week, we are going to be facing off against Quentin Nelson, Michael Pierce, Matthew Judon, Deion Dawkins, Preston Smith, Juju, Desmond King, Von Bell, Penei Sewell, Nate Davis, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Dietrich Wise Jr. Some of the names are kind of hard to pronounce, I'm not going to lie. But I think that this should be somewhat of a cakewalk for our team. It's led by Trey Lance as a quarterback. Again, it seems to be more of a defense-heavy-ish team. So I think that as long as we're able to outplay them on our offensive side of the football, this should be kind of a cakewalk for our team, honestly. But let's go ahead and look at our weekly strategy, see if there's anything we might be missing before we jump into some gameplay. We got the hidden dev here of Trey Lance. So it says right here that we should be holding him as, what is this? Defend the deep pass. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. I say that we defend. Yeah. What's his QB scramble at? I would have to say that he's more of a scrambler than Justin Fields is. This one is the thumbs up. So right now he's at a 70 completion percentage. He has the 4th most passing yards. Okay, maybe we end up holding him. And then flipping over to our defense. So their defense right now is led by star dev, 89 overall, Michael Pierce. I believe he plays on the Minnesota Vikings, if I'm not mistaken. He's got 2 fumble recoveries, doesn't really amount to much. It could just be a situational thing. So I like where that's all sitting there. Let's go ahead and start the practice. Looking here at our practice, we're just going to look for any injuries. We have a shoulder strain on Deontay Hightower. It looks like he was still getting reps as the starter. So we'll have to see how that kind of gets played out here. Definitely someone to look out for. If we don't see Deontay Hightower out there, we'll have to solely rely on Shaq Thompson as our usering in-game. But before we go ahead and jump into some gameplay here, I would like to go ahead and take a look at the scouting of college players. See if we're getting anyone a little further down the line. So how much do we know about our quarterback, Keon Godfrey? Quarterback is definitely going to be our number one thing that we're trying to attack here. We know that he's a tremendous athlete. He has A on the break sack, he has A on stamina, but that's really it that we know. Like, that is very frustrating to me. I would love to know a little bit more about a guy that we know 35% of. I don't know how they're coming up with 35% when it seems like I only know maybe 10. Flipping over here to Jaden Fowler, he is definitely more of a good athlete as far as what I can see. He's got A awareness, A trucking, he's got D on carrying, so as long as he's trucking, I guess he's good, but he can't hold onto the football, so I'm a little confused how that is going to play out. And then really quick before we jump back over, let's go ahead and check out. We do have a right guard, Rob Wilson, down here. Let's see what his physicality looks like. He is a tremendous athlete as it looks. He's got a B run block, a B pass block finesse. I think that this could be a potential draft steal for us. He's projected to go in the first round. We know 20% of him. And realistically, like, he's gonna be a guy that we might have to end up trading up for. So I also noticed that we have an upgrade on some player attributes here. So let's go ahead and take a sneak peek here. We actually have quite a few players that need upgrades here, and they are key players. So let's go ahead and take a look at Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons is our free safety right now. So I would have to guess that his zone coverage is gonna be the most pertinent to getting this defense more and more upgraded. He has star dev right now. I fully expect him to be a superstar by the end of the season. You have Denzel Ward being our, I think, QB2 or QB1 on the team. Let's go ahead and bump him up to man coverage. He is now playing up to a 92 overall with +1 morale. He has star dev, another one of those players that I think will totally be a superstar by the end of the season. And then you just have the absolute monster of Myles Garrett. I'm going to upgrade his speed rushing. So he's a 99 overall. It's really hard to get him to do anything else. Superstar X Factor, and you know what? He's been playing like it. If you watch any of the series, which I will have linked to right here, he is a tremendous force on that edge. Let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. So here we are at our home field right now, and we are playing against the Arizona Cardinals in what should be a pretty much one-sided game. All things being considered, though, we have definitely not been able to just kind of like shut any team out by any means. This is a good time to like call out the fact that I've been doing a lot of rebuilds on the channel. Currently, I think I'm through 3 of the 30 teams in NFL. I have a complete goal to get all 30 teams done by the time that Madden 23 comes out in August. I have already recorded a 4th one, and it's all about getting it edited and published here. I do daily content on the channel, so I fully expect that to be coming out probably on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. I'm recording this on Sunday. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run a man blitz here. I'm a little intrigued to see how this operates. That guy is wide open. Hit stick on number 30. Who is number 30 out there? You got Trey Lance 1 for 2. Looks like Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. Interesting. Guy seemed a little more explosive than what I had imagined. Khalil Mack's got the flat route here. I think they might be running the football. They're not. Okay, he just goes out of bounds. The animation kind of took him out there. A lot of guys with hyphens on this name. You've already seen 2 plays, and both players had hyphens in their last name. Kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and try and get up the middle here. We have a super talent. Wow, Trey Lance is all over the place right now. He's either like dead on balls accurate, or he is overthrowing his receivers by 5 yards. It's kind of nuts. Let's go ahead and try and bull rush here off of the end with Khalil Mack. Maybe come around on the inside. Going a long way. Try and get the pick right there. Almost. Just barely able to get behind the receiver right there. Let's do a zone or a cover 2. We got Akeem Hicks on the outside here. Myles Garrett's on the line. Go ahead and do a little spin move. Come back. Love to see that. Who's 81? Is that Mo Ali Cox? It is Mo Ali Cox. They have another hyphen player on this team. What is going on? Mo Ali Cox, in case you didn't know, is an absolute super giant of a human being. He used to play basketball. I believe it was at... Correct me if I'm wrong on this, and feel free to stat check me. I'll probably put something down here on the screen. But I believe it was at Virginia Commonwealth, so VCU. Could be completely mistaken there, but this guy is a freak of a stature. Let's go ahead. I think I'm going to take this one out of the end zone here. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. Let's go ahead, cut this back. I don't know why I felt lucky. I only got a yard. Kevin Stefanski is kicking the dirt because he loves the fact that we got that 1 yard gain. Totally kidding, by the way. We're going to try and run a trap up the gut here and see what we can do. Another freaking hold, man. Come on. If you have watched any of this series thus far, you know that our offensive line just love to snag on the jerseys. Not really sure what is so appealing about that to them, but they've kind of made it their thing. Yeah, last week Raheem Mostert just kind of had a little bit of a breakout game, if you will. He was electric for the team last game, having over 100 yards on 19 attempts. I would say that was an extremely successful showing from him. Not really much going here on the first down. Not really much coming out of this drive so far. They are in a coverage that I am a big fan of right now, though. So let's go ahead. They are blitzing. I just couldn't get the ball out. We're going to have to punt this ball away. Play action was a risky play call there. I saw him blitzing. I probably should have recognized it and then just went ahead and went for an arm punt at best. Arm punt. But all things being considered, you know that Big Ben's arm punt is going to be like a 35-yard pass. He just doesn't have what he used to. 25, who would that be? All right, so here we go. I'm going to user Adrian Amos here. I actually am probably going to end up cheating a little bit. Myles Garrett coming off the edge with his first sack of the game. We are currently down 3-0 right now. I wouldn't read too much into this, though. We are definitely a team that has no problem taking care of the football in the second half. Coming up from that safety position, looks like there's a timeout on the field, and it seems like it might be on Edwards-Helaire. He's kind of going down on the ground, holding his back. Little interesting, kind of a worrisome to be using Adrian Amos here, but I don't really see much of a choice. He put the ball on the ground, but it was immediately covered up by Dawkins, it looks like. Myles Garrett with 2 sacks and a forced fumble in the game, and we are not even through the first quarter. Myles Garrett is going to be looking to break the sack record on the season, and he very well could do it. He is a premier talent in this league, both in real life and in Madden 22. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know? So we weren't able to do too much that last drive. Let's go ahead and set up the screen. It looked like they were going to be very aggressive on their defense, but it kind of seems like they might have backed off their coverage a little bit here. Gonna go ahead and run a little screen. He's reading it. Raheem Mostert is very fast, but that guy was just like allowing him to get out there. Not the best. Something's gonna give, and I'll find out what it is. Just give me a couple bit. It just happens, you know? Okay, OBJ, get him going. Nice little user juke move. Go ahead and get up into a hurry-up offense now. Big Ben's cruising. Oh my god, I gotta check out of this right now. I'm in a QB draw with Big Ben. When's the last time Big Ben's had a QB draw? Oh! So close to a catch. Oh my god. That would have been one of the best catches that Kadarius Toney has ever had. I know he's a rookie right now, I think, in this game. I didn't like it. OBJ's open up the middle. Very close to a hospital pass. I was kind of worried for OBJ's safety right there, not going to lie. Let's go ahead and come back with a nice little run. Cutback maybe. Raheem Mostert picks up possibly 4. David DeCastro is injured, but he's not like really on the ground holding anything, so probably just a little bit of a strain and gonna have to sub him out because every injury is a medium to high of a re-aggravation. So got 2 feet in there. Not that bad. I believe that was Hayden Hurst, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it was Dwelly, so 82. Hayden Hurst is going to be our targeted back here. This is a dangerous pass, and luckily that linebacker kept running backwards. I think if he does the animation where the linebacker just kind of goes like this and then just catches the football, I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I think this is going to be kind of a muffed approach at a run play here. Raheem Mostert getting a nice little stiff arm out there. And Sheffield is down. Bruce Sternum is not able to return. Would you like to substitute him? No, get him out of the infirmary and go ahead and put him back in. How dare you ask? Go ahead. Raheem Mostert's got blockers that he just decides to run right into the opposing team for whatever reason. That's always fun, right? Alright, so we are at a 3rd and 4 right now. I think that Raheem Mostert can pick up the first down. If I'm not mistaken, gets a nice little spin move, forward progression. I think that we have the first. Play action? I don't think so. I'm going to put Raheem Mostert on a, what is that, like a wheel? Whatever? I don't really know what that would be called. Big Ben rolling out. Is Big Ben got wheels? He's going to fumble. He's rumbling, tumbling. All right, let's see if we have any power backs. Maybe get some A.J. Dillon in here if we can. Get some fresh legs. Raheem Mostert has been doing a fantastic job up to this point. This play will probably round out the first quarter of play here. A.J. Dillon picking up probably 4. Okay, so 2. Interesting. So as it has appeared thus far, it seems like Arizona kind of has our number on the ground. And I'm not really sure why that may be. I think that was good enough for a first down, however, though. So let's see if OBJ can get open in the back of the end zone. It looks like he will. And he had it in his grasp, but he was unable to hold on. That really stinks. Going ahead and setting up a trap play. I think I'm going to switch out of this and then go into somewhat of a slant. I think I'm going to put OBJ on a streak, however. Just see if he can get that separation. It doesn't look like he can, but Kadarius Toney's open on the outside. He's in for the touchdown. Let's go. Jump out to a what should be 7-0 lead here, pending an extra point. Look at the dogs doing the. I mean, that doesn't even sound like a dog. It sounds like a walrus, like a like an udder. Kadarius Toney, he is going to be a breakout player for this team. I'm really excited for that first breakout challenge of whenever that may be. Because getting him up to like superstar dev is going to be pertinent to making this wide receiver core. Myles Garrett's got superstar X Factor ability already popped. This could be lethal. Woodyard, it's a screen. No time to even think. And Ndamukong Suh up the gut for yet another sack. Tell you what, Trey Lance is not going to get that dev trait popped this game. He is still going to be a hidden development. He is just not panning out right now. I mean, I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comments down below, but what is your overall opinion on Trey Lance as a football player so far? I know he's kind of had to take the backseat to Jimmy Garoppolo and that whole situation in San Francisco. But I mean, let's be realistic here. Like, is he that much different than, let's say, Justin Fields? I don't really think so. I mean, he's coming out of North Dakota State, so he's definitely not like one of those big school names, but he is very athletic. So if you could get him in the right type of market, I think that he could excel. However, I just don't know if that's San Francisco's system, Kadarius Toney with a very good return right there. I was kind of worried that the guy would not get the seal block there on the outside, but it looks like he might have. So ended up getting probably 20-ish yards on the return there. Very good return. Go ahead and go back to the run here. Raheem Mostert getting to the outside, possibly. Oh my God, I kind of like juked a little bit there, and to see if that linebacker would come up and try and break outside contain. He did not. Good for him. A.J. Dillon, I'm going to go ahead and switch if I can. Doesn't look like I can. I can't flip it. A.J. Dillon going to be fighting forward. So I think that's like a 2 or 3 yard gain right there. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and run a... Ooh, I don't actually care for this play at all. Let's go ahead and have A.J. Dillon run the ball up to the left here. Got Hayden Hurst as our fullback. That is terrible, but A.J. Dillon getting to the outside, fighting forward, and he's in for the touchdown, extending this game up to a 14-3 lead. Come on, man. You got to take the Browns a little bit more serious than this. We are an undefeated team, amazing blocks downfield, and it's finally coming off of the back of not a holding penalty. It's a shocker, I know, but our linemen are capable, I guess, of allowing our running backs to do some pretty cool things without them getting involved. Oh, it's a field goal. That should count, right? Funny thing about the NFL is that actually did used to count at one point in time. I think that it would be such a nightmare for teams here moving forward. As you can see, Justin Tucker's on our team. Set the NFL record this year with like a 66-yard field goal that bounced in. Haven't seen it yet. I highly recommend it. It's very entertaining. Man, dude. Myles Garrett with 3 sacks in this game. We are 3 minutes into the second quarter. I gotta check out of this. I'm not digging. They got trips right. I'm a little nervy. Go ahead and get to the outside contain here. Who's number 13 in this scenario? Ooh, James Washington. Another Steeler. Or at least he was a Steeler. I don't know if he still is or not. Trey Lance, inaccurate pass. He's 5 for 9 for 50 yards. Not really that high, second in the NFL in completion percentage like I would have thought. And then he's also like 4th in the NFL, I think, right now in yards passing. Very interesting statistic given that he's got 50 yards through almost the first half. Maybe he'll have 2 minutes left on the clock once we're done. If we don't score too quickly, that is. I've been known to shoot myself in the foot on those kind of things, though. Go ahead and sweep to the outside here. Oh my God, if he was able to cut that back. If I was any better at this game, that is a house call. Unfortunately for me, he's got me throwing the football, so that really sucks. Gonna go ahead and put OBJ and Devontae Parker on streaks. Devontae Parker's got a man beat. Can he keep going? He looks like he's got a man beat. He makes a man miss. The guy takes out the other guy, and we have another touchdown, extending that lead yet again to a 20-3. 21 pending a field goal here. We are on fire. Try and stop the dog pound. I bet you can. This team is electric right now. If you told me that we would be up 21-3 against the Arizona Cardinals here with 3:30 left in the second quarter, I would have probably said, that's a lot. I don't think I'm that good at offense. We kind of gotten lucky here and there, and that was just kind of a blown coverage, if I'm being quite honest with you. I don't think that I should have been able to get that open. Let's go ahead and do a bull rush here with Myles Garrett and see if he can get. He's got bang! Ooh, taking out his legs. He got both his ankles sitting at the 40 right now. This dude just got decapitated. Khalil Mack. Oh my God. Akeem Hicks up the gut here. They're going to be trying to do a run block. Don't do it. Oh my God. I went for a user hit stick. Almost couldn't pop the ball free. Let's go ahead and switch into a cover 2 man. Seems like they're having more trouble in our man coverages. Go ahead and read the offensive line. Looks to be a run to the left. It's not. It's a quarterback keeper. Who's ever got that outside contain on Trey Lance, they are just kind of blowing the coverage. Shaq Thompson up the gut here. He's got contain on the tight end on the right-hand side. Oh, that really sucked. I thought he was going to continue going to the left, and he cut back to the right, so very good read on Trey Lance, but it's rather frustrating. I'm using Khalil Mack here. He's got the fullback. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to be using Trey Lance in this situation. Yep. Oh. My reactions are fast, but they ain't that fast, man. 81 here. We got full coverage on him. He's been pretty fast out of the gate. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. We got to stop him here, though. Go into a man blitz really quick. Come on. Send the house. Let's go. Khalil Mack up the gut. Can he get there? I'd love to see that. We're probably going to get a roughing the passer call here if I know this game. Come on, man. Give me a chance. Just give me a chance. I don't even have a chance when you give me something like that. Go ahead and use our Woodard. 19, I think that's Juju. It is. Juju in for the touchdown. It is now a, what will be 11-point game if they get a field goal here. Very frustrating. They pretty much had my number that whole drive. Not really much I could do there. Trey Lance on 2 quarterback runs to the outside. Not much acceleration, so that is worth noting, as long as we know that he's not going to be like destroying us with his speed as we would have maybe thought. Kadarius Toney with a big return up to the 34-yard line. Got a minute and 16. I think that we can still get points on the board this half. Let's go ahead and switch this up into maybe a counter. All right, I could dig this. I could see Raheem Morris busting this to the house, man. Okay, maybe in a different life, because that was just not it. All right, got a play action call here. Let's go ahead and see what this does. Okay, I had a guy open. Let's go. Raheem Morris breaking tackles out here. What year is it? For a nice little quarterback, little counter. Get to the secondary. Raheem Morris got a man miss. Get off me, little boy! Call a timeout here. We got to regroup. Nice little trap here with A.J. Dillon. We should be able to at least get into the red zone. Okay, am I losing it? Or did that say A.J. Dillon and then Raheem Morris came out and took the snap? Raheem Morris. We got blockers. Can he fall in? He doesn't fall in. We're at the 4. Oh, we got 4 seconds left. We're at the 1-yard line. What do we do? I think we go for it, man. I think we go for it. We got Big Ben, play type. Let's go ahead and go into formation, goal line, QB sneak. We got Big Ben. We are on the 1-yard line. This is where big plays are made. What audible can we do? We can do a halfback sting or a power O. I think I'm good. Let's do an... Get in there, Big Ben! Big Ben is looking like small Ben right now. Unable to get in there. We don't have any more timeouts, so let's go ahead and get the for sure points on the board, taking a 24-10 lead going into halftime. What? I have no idea what just happened right there. What? Did I click fake? I'll tell you what, I was like Tony Romo muffin a hold right there. I was looking all around. I had no idea what to do. I literally did not call a play fake. I tell you that right now. Kadarius Toney getting another big return. This could be the game where we could see our special teams break loose. Love seeing that. Get up, man. You good. I know you're a little shaken up. Shake it off, shake it off. Halfback draw, up the gut. Don't really like these too much. I've never seen them really work. I'm going to put Kadarius Toney on a streak. Maybe OBJ on a... let's put him on a slant, actually. And then let's put Devontae Parker on another streak over here. Let's see if we can get somebody open. OBJ's open on the outside. Let's go. Get that extra speed. Let's go. Super unfortunate to see OBJ get injured in the Super Bowl. He was just kind of finding his new groove with that team. You could see in his eyes that he was super disappointed and just, I don't know, man. He's worked so hard to get to that point, and he finally got there. Come on. Come on. Don't do me like that. OBJ got stuck on the DB. Good. I was going to say, man, because OBJ kind of got stuck on that DB. If you go ahead and watch back, I was playing the route perfectly timed, and as soon as OBJ kind of got hooked up there, the route was busted, and there's nothing I could do. It looks like they're probably reading this. Let's just throw it away. Very good decision. I know it might have looked like we had blockers there, but I've seen too many times where we either put ourselves in a position where we're just either not going to get much of a gain out of it, so it's kind of a wasted effort, or they just completely read it, and sometimes I've even been picked. OBJ working back to the football. It is pending a flag. I just hope that it is not the worst. Looks like it's going to be a holding play on our center, Alex Mack. Unreal, man. I would love someone to do a summary with how many freaking holding penalties we have accumulated. We're getting pressure off the edge almost instantaneously. Getting 2 feet in. Come on, you gotta make that catch, man. You gotta do a better throw. That is so frustrating. 3rd and 20 now. Very unlikely that we get anything off of this. I'm gonna put Hayden Hurst on a slant, put OBJ on a slant, and then just streak everyone else. That is horrible. OBJ is gonna get the first down here. Maybe make a man miss. Sitting pretty. We're able to convert the rather lengthy of a 3rd down. But let's see if we can possibly get Hayden Hurst open on a timing route, and he is wide open in the back of the end zone. Let's go. Extending that lead yet again. Place the ball on the ground real nice. We go ahead and jump up to a 28-10 lead over the Arizona Cardinals here at home. The last 2 home games that we played here at Cleveland have been very, very close. Damn near upsets. Justin Tucker kicks it into Cincinnati, and we are now going to be having the ball go on the 25. Arizona's going to take the football. I mean, I don't really care. I'm just going to go ahead and sub him in, I guess. He's only playing on special teams, I think. Let's go ahead and see if we can user Khalil Mack here. It's on a man blitz. Get up, big fella. See if we can beat him to the outside. We can beat him to the outside, and it's going to be a pick 6. Denzel Ward with a pick 6 taken to the house. Someone was doing their up downs in practice this week. Trey Lance had a shot at him, but his path to pursuit was dog shit. We jump up to a 35-10 lead. Sorry if you skipped ahead in the video and you missed that. Go ahead and rewind. Kicking this back out yet again. I feel like I got deja vu. Justin Tucker kicking this into potentially a returnable spot, but they are smartly going to go ahead and take the knee and take the ball at the 25. Okay, what did we learn? We learned that Trey Lance hates man blitz. So let's go ahead and run more man blitz. Well, Matt coming off the outside. Get the hit stick. Got the nice hit stick. Looks like Adrian Amos was able to take down Mo Alley Cox with just laying the lumber. That would be a very interesting hit stick in real life. I'm going to actually play back on this. I know that they're going to be targeting Mo Alley Cox here, and they're not. They're going to be containing, and we're pushing him backwards here for forcing a 3rd and possibly 2. We are. Let's go ahead and get a Mike Will blitz. I have coverage here on number 30. It could be an option, which if it is, that would be very unfortunate. Why did it take so long for my DB to act on that play? That was very odd to me. He did not go he did not come downhill at all right there. Khalil Mack, let's go ahead and press him up the guy here. Nice little sweep option over on the outside. Edwards-Helaire going absolutely nowhere. He's only got 2 rushing attempts. It's kind of interesting here. Let's go ahead and do a double safety blitz. This is a scary coverage. I don't know how I feel about this. Wow. I don't know, man. We are playing very risky right now for having a commanding lead, but that's kind of what you do. You like to take chances. It makes for better content, right? Go ahead and have Khalil Mack go out here, using Mo Alley Cox. Get him on the outside. Sit down, boy. Forcing a 4th down. What are you going to do? You going to kick? Oh, they're going for it. That's interesting. I got the short little curls in the middle. Mo Alley Cox probably going to come out. Don't come out. Another pick. Let's go. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. He got room. He ain't got the speed, though. Who's number 12? We got Harmon. Our offense takes the field yet again. We are just single-handedly dismantling this team right now. Here we go with a nice little counter to the left. They're going to be pushing. Ooh, Raheem Mostert with a very nice cut up the middle here. I'm going to go ahead and run yet another counter. I kind of like to run these until the opposing team can stop them. We got another holding penalty because that's what our team does. I get a power run here. AJ Dillon in now, finally. Let's go ahead and switch this to the other side of the field. They've got a lot of down linemen. A little nervous with this play call. 68 was so freaking slow to get outside. 68. I had to guess. Who is that? Who is 68? Okay, he's playing right guard. Any takers? I have no idea. Got a nice little power back to the right side. Or left side, I should say. Raheem Mostert just fighting for what he can, gaining maybe a yard on the play. Go into a formation, go back into a drop coverage, and potentially get this into Devontae Parker on that sit-down route. We'll go ahead and take a sneak peek up to OBJ. He's not open. Devontae Parker working back to the football, but apparently a worm burner is just not low enough for the defense to go ahead and pick us. That ball was possibly on the turf. Let's go ahead and take a sneak peek really quick back at that play and see how close this ball was. He like gets that up off of the ground barely. What an interception. What an interception. Well deserved, man. Well deserved, my man. We gotta put someone on him. Do we have a QB contain? Alright, I'm just gonna be using Woodyard. He's getting blocked immediately by number 60. If I had to guess, it's their center. Is that right? It is their center, so you knew it was a block right away. Kind of seems like he's quarterback spy right now. Trey Lance, wherever you go, I go. I'm not going anywhere. Very nice dump pass off there, so maybe 3 yards on the gain. I was just sitting there playing that user. Let's go ahead and flip over to Shaq Thompson if I can get over there. Looks like a screen. It is a screen. He sniffs us out. Let's go. Is he short? Is he short? It's 4th and inches. What do they do here? Down 35-10, and they're going to punt the football with 8 seconds left in the third. Are you kidding me? If there's a white flag to be waved, I think that the Arizona Cardinals are waving that flag. Go ahead and jump into I formation here. It wouldn't be a game without a Big Ben interception, as I always say. I don't ever say that. Go ahead and cut this back. Raheem Mostert getting a nice 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain-ish. And that's going to take us into the fourth quarter here. Let's come straight out of the break with a targeting of a Hail Mary pass here. I like Devontae Parker on the outside, but I also like Hayden Hurst on the inside here. So Hayden Hurst going on the deep route. Can he get by? He's got him! Let's go! Hayden Hurst with a monster catch to open up the fourth quarter. This would piss off so many people from around the league. It would be hilarious to see this all over ESPN. 35-10 lead over the Arizona Cardinals in the fourth quarter, and they open up the quarter with a 45 reception. Ooh, if I was any better at this game, man. Reaching the century mark for the second game in a row. Raheem Mostert, congratulations. Let's go ahead and see if we can reward him with a little bit of a touchdown here. I highly doubt it. He's got to go back up the middle, and he is slow. Let's go ahead and do an ISO halfback dive. AJ Dillon. I like our odds here, honestly, but maybe we go into a goal line setup and then target Hayden Hurst out in the corner, but we don't need to. AJ Dillon is a brick shit house, okay? The guy is a monster of a human being. He looks oddly like Nick Chubb in that uniform too, if I do say so myself. Go ahead and kick this ball into Narnia. Justin Tucker launches this one. Boom. Actually returnable. That is very interesting. I got all of it, it felt like, but I guess not. Got man coverage here. We're going to go ahead and user Woodyard. Looks like Woodyard's kind of got the middle of the field. I'm just going to be staring down Lance on this one. Got the cross. Oh my God, almost was able to user pick that. Kind of just booted it up in the air. Substitute him out, I guess. There's no point. This game's out of hand. It's 42-10 right now. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Like I said, keeping an eye on Trey Lance. Oh my God. I was this close to getting the pick right there, man. Very, very close. Got a nice cover one here. I'm going to be guarding the running back. However, that being said, I think it's better to possibly just... Ooh, he almost jumped the route again, dude. This defense is disgusting. It's going to be really hard to retain a lot of these players. I don't know if we're going to be able to have the salary to retain all the talent. Running with the quarterback. Get him out. There we go. How many sacks do we have this game? Like 4? 5? Do a blitz. Will Max on a blitz. Very good breakup. I thought I was able to jump that route, and for whatever reason, I didn't even get a hand on it. Kind of interesting to me. And get Khalil Mack on a rush here on the outside. He's throwing it immediately. They're probably going to give him forward progression here. 4th and 1. Wow, they're not even going to challenge the spot of the football. That is an interesting spot. Halfback dive. They get the first down here. I don't think that there's really much that we could do to stop that play anyways. I kind of had to respect the fact that they could wheel out with Trey Lance on a bootleg slash like speed option. I don't really know. 81 right here. Ball's on the ground. Denzel Ward's got the football. He's at the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Hits in the end zone for another pick 6. Well, kind of like a recovery 6 in this case. But our defense probably has more points on the board than our offense at this point. We are on fire. That is that almost 90 overall on defense coming to fruition. This team, like I said, I use our hit stick all the time. I am willing to miss completely and give up 6 points if that means that I was going for a user hit stick and it could be 6 points the other direction. I get too many animations where I blow the guy up and I get the fumble. I typically play on like all Madden, I think is what it is. It's like, it's pretty up there. So the difficulty is kind of high, and I feel like, I don't know. Bang! Another user. That's what I'm saying. Bam! That's that headhunter in me, dude. Drop the lumber. Don't ever go for just pressing X. That button doesn't exist when I see you coming at me. I'm taking that right stick and I'm jamming it forward. I'm gonna break my freaking controller. I'm gonna push it so freaking hard. Just shy of the 50-yard line here. Trey Lance is still going for, I think, stats at this point because the game is out of reach. Backing him up. Jack Thompson. I think that we just do a user blitz here. Look at this. Oh my God. He was... If it wasn't for that lineman kind of getting out there, we had a pretty much unanswered shot at the quarterback right there. Probably would have blew his ass up and got us another pick 6. Another sack by our lineman, dude. They're putting in work right now. Myles Garrett here off the edge. Let's go ahead and try and do a bull rush here. Bang! Bang! Ball's on the ground. Keem Hicks with the fumble recovery. My God, dude. What is gotten into this defense? Forcing 4 turnovers here. I'm probably just going to end up running out the clock here. It just makes too much sense. This game is completely out of reach. at 100 yards thus far. As I say that, I'm going to go ahead and immediately follow that up with a passing play. OBJ across the middle here. He gets the first down. I'm running hurry up to take off as much time off that clock as possible. Like I said, I don't really want to beat a dead horse, and this is what it kind of feels like at this point. Alex Mack getting up kind of slow, a little limpy. Let's do a nice little trap. It seems like they're kind of crushing the line here on us. Actually, let's put OBJ on a streak and see what happens. Look at it quickly. It's not there. Devontae Park. That cross was there, man. It was there. 64. That's how fast he throws. You see how he wound up? He got none of his back hip into it. Didn't create any of that whipping motion. Look at that. Look at that. Stay on your feet, big boy. What a game. What a game for this team. Another flag, what we do best. It means literally what we do best. Holding, offense, name someone. Joe Bitonio. Sub-man at this point. No, I ain't going for no field goal. You kidding me? We in goal line formation. I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Jolie on a nice little streak here. Come on, big fella. Jason Peters, we just got him back from injury, and he does us like that. You should have stayed on IR, big fella. At Shaq Thompson here, he's got a blitz. I think I'm actually going to press off and see if we can run with number 14 here. Glad that we did. Wow! I thought I almost had the pick right there. I am stunned. Stunned that he walks away with that interception. Bang, dude. He stays up. He's dead. Zeros on the clock. We walk out of here. 49-10 victories. Cliff Kingsbury's like, I hate this. I don't like this team anymore. Kyler Murray deletes all of his social media affiliated with the Arizona Cardinals. Game recap here. You have a 72.7 completion percentage from Trey Lance, just getting over 200 yards passing with a touchdown. Probably had close to 60-ish yards on the ground. Big Ben, 76% completion percentage, just shy of 300 yards, three touchdown passes. Raheem Morris. I keep saying that. I don't know why. I know his name is Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert with 20 for 134 on the ground, averaging roughly 7 a carry. That is phenomenal out of our running back. So OBJ kind of had another good game, 5 for 98. Not like what you typically would want to see out of him. I think I would want to see more like a 134, 140. That's just me being greedy at this point, though. Big reception from Devontae Parker, who seems to be that one and done guy, and another big catch from Hayden Hurst. So before we cut today's video, I do see one new injury. Let's go ahead and check that out really quick. So we did end up seeing Dante Hightower with a shoulder strain from practice. He's got a 1 week length. I think that counts for this past week. And then we got Alex Mack with an abdominal tear. 4 weeks minimum. He's not on the IR. He's not going to return. He is injured. That is a big blow to our offense. I think that's going to translate to us having more issues on the runs. But yeah, it's going to suck for a little bit here. But that's going to do it for today's content. If you like it, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or don't. I really don't care at this point. I just really like building a community here on the channel. But yeah, we are still undefeated, 6-0, kind of decimated the Arizona Cardinals. We are facing off against the Denver Broncos in the next episode, but I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!